It'll be a busy weekend for the cast and crew of Meat. Independent filmmaker Mike Forstein and actor Caleb Carlson are here to fill us in. You guys, what's going on? You have a busy weekend.
Oh yeah.
That is true. We have a very busy weekend. We're shooting. We shot a little bit today, and our principal photography starts tomorrow. We'll be shooting through Monday night.
Okay, Mike, you're the director, and you are pulling all this together from some bit of a distance, right?
Yeah, we were based out of the Twin Cities for a while, and we've been here for a few days now. But there were multiple trips up north, and more importantly, we had have had a lot of great help from a number of people here. So we were kind of doing it by a long distance for a while, but we had people on the ground here, a lot of incredible people helping. So we've been putting it together for about 3 weeks now.
Fantastic. Well, we are fortunate to have Caleb here as well. Grew up in the area, but has been on stages coast to coast.
Yes, yes. It's been nice to come back to Duluth, and it was a great opportunity to come and do a film where I was born, a place I love. So it's nice to get back home a little bit and do some work here.
Tell me a little bit about the role that you play, without giving it away, or can we give it away?
Yeah, you can talk about it.
Yeah. Well, I play the role of Darren. He's a guy that is he's got one semester of college left. And it's kind of him in this kind of world of tough economic times where he's looking to find a way to pay the bills, and he ends up getting a job as a door-to-door meat salesman. So that is the world I kind of implant myself into now. So.
Interesting. And you, as a director, what kind of themes, what kind of things? Tell us a little bit about the plot and the story.
Sure. I mean, it's a day in the life story, and it's sort of this kid who comes from a different world. He came from a world that's close to this sort of blue collar work mentality that he ends up kind of getting planted into, but that's not who he is. It's not who he ever was, and he gets thrust into this world sort of by necessity. And the story is about his experience kind of coming head to head with some very abrasive and sometimes challenging experiences and people. And it's sort of, I think, a story about class and culture clash, and really sort of what happens when somebody's hands are really tied and they don't really have many options. And at the same time, it's hopefully a story that sheds some light on what people from maybe a different class or culture really are like, as opposed to some of the stigmas or ideas that we have about them.
It sounds like it will spark some conversations. And this isn't your first film, correct?
Sure. Yeah, correct.
Yeah. Well, tell us about some of the other projects you've worked on.
Yeah. I've directed a few music videos and short films, and I've produced a bunch of short films and a feature. And this is the first sort of like longer form. It's about a 20-minute short piece that I'll be directing. So yeah, I've the past 7 or 8 years done a lot of short stuff and sort of learning and building piece by piece. And this is a bit of a bigger project.
Kind of exciting, and to have a Duluth connection, not only with Caleb, but the scriptwriter is from Duluth as well,
Right.
and being shot in Duluth. So tell me about him as a writer, and then why Duluth?
Yeah, the writer's name is Colin Keith Thompson. He's a good friend of mine. We've been working together for about 7 years now. He was born and bred here. He's been in the cities since, but has a lot of stories and experiences from his time in Duluth. And he wrote this script that's set here, and we sort of started talking about making it and looking at where we could shoot it, and it certainly would have been easier to shoot it where we live.
And
but
in the summer?
Yeah.
Just saying.
You have no idea. Yeah, and we took a good look at it and thought about what locations we could shoot in the Twin Cities and what we could shoot here, and it's no question. There was no way we were going to make it anywhere but here. It's just too rich of a place, especially for this story.
And how do you prepare, Caleb? I mean, some of the places you're shooting, I'm guessing, are familiar.
It is mostly just long underwear. I'm just trying to stay warm out there. But no, it's been great. That was what I really loved about reading the script, was that I knew all the places that I was going to, all the places that were in the script that I could just kind of, had my own memories from. So it was nice to be able to shoot in that kind of environment. And
infuse a little bit of that. Well, I wish you both luck. I wish you warm above freezing temperatures.
Thank you.
And I'd love to have you back when it's done.
We'd love to share it with you. Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you so much for taking the time.
Appreciate it.